What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin analysis video. I have Sean next to me today. Sean, say hello to everybody.
Good morning.
And also a happy weekend. Today is a Saturday. I hope you guys are chilling, sitting back, watching, of course, the charts. I think we're at a very, very pivotal juncture in the markets, and depending on what Bitcoin does in the next 24 to 48 hours, I think that's going to be the dictating factor of whether or not we actually get that 10% move to the downside. Now, I first actually want to start off with the dashboard because something has sort of gone off once again. Now, just yesterday, I was sort of analyzing the dashboard, and Sean, that 4-hour trend was actually long. It was bullish. And it had my hopes up, but what's happened now over the past couple of hours is that it has now turned neutral. And we all know the thing about trends is that it first starts from your lower time frames and then it cascades on over to those higher time frames. So that had my hopes up, but unfortunately, that's gone off. But another thing that, and I was we went over some key levels, right, Sean, yesterday? Particularly, okay, there was this trend, but then there was also the FVG. We're looking at the daily FVG, guys. I hope you guys are using FVGs to keep you on the right side of the market. Yes, there is a right side. You got to figure out who's got the edge here, right? And I was looking for that daily. I was hoping that daily would close over the FVG, giving us that tell and that, okay, you know what, the bulls might actually take over here, getting into the weekly close. But unfortunately, look at how we close relative to the FVG block, Sean. Once again, resistance. What was the level that we were looking at? 26.5K. Okay, so now we have this entire sort of backdrop as far as the dashboard is concerned, still very much within the FVG, telling us likely going to come down further. Is there anything else that you have been watching the FVG first off, Sean?
Yeah, of course. The way I'm reading this, Krisha, is that the bears have had enough chance now to push price down to the levels I've been looking for. You guys know I've been patient for that $23,000 target for a very, very long time. It honestly looks like a lot of this is being absorbed here. A lot of the selling is being absorbed. You'd have liked to have seen that down move show up by now, especially since we had the catalyst with SEC suing both Binance and Coinbase, right? That selling is just not materializing in the way I would have liked to have seen it, right? So again, this zone over here is the no trade zone for me, right? There's no edge at all over here. Like at the bottom of the FEG, I liked it. Okay, I like Bitcoin over there. I start building 1/3 of my position there, but I'm still waiting. 2/3 are still all lower, right? That's where I get aggressive, and I'm kind of hoping for that last final flush down. But I think the bulls are beginning to get impatient and the bears are beginning to get antsy. Remember, we have CPI coming in, we have FOMC meeting coming in. FOMC meeting is being priced in at a 75% probability of a pause. CPI comes in with a 3 handle on its print. That's gonna be a catalyst for the bulls as well.
Yeah.
And the bears are probably feeling antsy about that too, right? So there's gonna be volatility coming up very, very soon, and we gotta be ready to say, okay, you know what, we're not getting the move that we want to the downside. Let's just start getting ready for the triggers to the upside, and we do have triggers on the upside as well. So while this may look like a bearish picture, and I want that bearish picture to materialize, I'm getting mentally ready for the bullish picture.
Oh, man. It's like just when I start turning low-key bearish, Sean's like, listen, I'm getting ready for the bullish picture.
I am. I've been bearish for 2 months now. I think I'm sick of it too.
Yeah, so I agree with you. It's currently a no trade zone. If you guys are asking us, Mango, what is the trade right now? We're actually in a no trade zone. Now, just to drive in that point, we know that resistance is coming in at $26,500, right? If I now take you guys on over to my TradingView chart, let's actually mark out 26,500 right there, okay? 26,500. Like, that is the range right now, okay? And why is that the range? Like, it's so minuscule. It looks ridiculous on my chart. Because yesterday I showed you guys the signature that I found specifically on the weekly time frame. Historically, every time Bitcoin has had a bearish cross on the MACD, as well as cross the mid of the Bollinger Bands, we've seen a swift move to the downside, getting us all the way down to the bottom of that Bollinger Band. right? Now, just to drive in that point once again, if I just go ahead, and the thing about the MACD cross, guys, MACD crossing bearish does not happen very often on the weekly time frame. You can literally count it on your hands in just like one cycle. That's how rare it is. But when it happens, it is significant. We had a cross right here, okay? Once again, price crossed that Bollinger mid and made our way all the way to the bottom of the Bollinger Band. Once again, we had the second cross right here, crossed the mid, made our way down to the Bollinger right there. Once again, we had another cross right here, crossed the mid swiftly after, made our way all the way down to the Bollinger. So you guys get the picture, right? This is a very, very pivotal cross. But now where does that Bollinger really come in at, right? What is that mid right there? And I've marked it out for you on using the green sort of line segment on my chart. And that comes in at around 26,200. That is how narrow that range is right now. So you literally have to wait for a very short amount of time to actually get a tell in what price wants to do, because we're waiting on a weekly close. I see a weekly close underneath that region, Sean. I'm going to be gunning for lower. I'm going to be looking for those lower prices, primarily bottom of the range at 21.1K. But there is an issue with that. The issue is that, guys, remember I was going over those 4 bull run triggers? The 4 bull run triggers.
Some
that
of
I
those
was,
are gonna
I sounded
trigger.
like a broken record, right? And yeah, some of those things are going off if we actually get down.
So they're
to
gonna
21.
untrigger, is what you
They're
mean?
gonna untrigger.
And I think that's fine. I think okay. Go back to the dashboard for a quick second, Krisha. To the trend. Yeah, there you go. This picture over here. This is almost what I wanted to see when we started this entire analysis back in December, where I was looking for a big move, right? I had my 3 targets. Target 1, 24,500. Second target was around 32,000. And then the big target was 42K, right? Now, I told you guys that the faster and harder Bitcoin moves, the more likely I'm going to be selling into 42,000.
Right.
I'm going to be letting go of my position and just taking a back seat. Okay. However, if we get a sentiment reset and Bitcoin takes its time and we come down back again to the low 20Ks, or we spend a lot of time near the $30,000 region, those are my 2 criteria upon which I will decide that, you know what, I will hold on to my trade for longer. Okay. And that's materializing. Now, I know that's not what we would want to see on a short-term basis, because we all want that instant gratification. But trust me, guys, this is what we'd want to see. A sentiment reset and a trend reset on the weekly levels as well. Why? Because it puts the market into equilibrium. If the market on the weekly stays long for too long, pun intended, we do not get that equilibrium. Right? We need market equilibrium. That's what the Ichimoku is so powerful at, showing us that market equilibrium. And we're not there yet, guys. We are not there. And if Bitcoin actually does decide to go up even from here, it will make it a lot more difficult to hold on to our positions. Trust me. You don't want people being eager to sell at the $42,000 region, $50,000 region. You want a lot of new holders, new buyers to form at the $30,000 region, where their edge or their profits don't seem that appetizing to be taken off the table at around the 42K level, right? Who wants to take profits after a $12,000 move when you're putting on so much risk on a crypto asset? But if you have most of your buyers coming in at the 20K level, then they will be selling at 42, 50K, right? Think of it that way. Very simplified, yes, I know. But equilibrium in the markets need to be put in place for that bigger parabolic move.
Okay, that's true. That's true, because let's face it, like just before this entire event, a lot of people actually were intending on selling their bags at around 42K. So that was a very that was a broad sort of theme going on there. But now, speaking of the cloud, Sean, just to show you, driving one more thing. So the 4-day cloud has been a very pivotal point in our analysis so far, right? We've been looking at the 4-day cloud, which has had historically amazing playthrough. Every time we penetrate the cloud, we often do an edge-to-edge on the cloud. But now what's happened with price relative to the cloud levels? We've lost the Tenkan, lost the 10, lost the 21 EMA. All 3 levels are holding price down as that resistance. And right now, this is looking like a very, very clean C-span trade to me.
Yeah.
Right? To the Kijun, which comes in at around 23.2K. We almost have like a target range as far as if we actually get a drop in price, we have a target range to gun for. This being the range right here, $23,000 to $21,000. For those of you looking for that next sort of bid zone.
Honestly, this is the chart you guys need to watch. Just could you hide all of your horizontals for a second? Right, just pure Ichimoku. Use Mango settings. Mango settings are already embedded into the Mango ribbon. The Mango ribbon is completely free. Just reach out to us on Discord. So over here, guys, this is what I mean by it's a no trade zone. Right, we're right in between the blue Tenkin and the red Kishu. Right, just simply wait for the blue Tenkin to be claimed to the upside. I know that's a bit farther up in price, right? But it's an easier trade. It's a more guaranteed trade and easier to know when you're wrong as well. Because let's say we close above, you put on your trade. If you close back underneath, just get out of your trade, right? But if we do close above, it's a higher probability trade to the upside, right? You're looking for a move probably all the way to the top of the cloud in that regard. So, and top of the cloud, Kush, I think that's 42,000. Could you go take a quick look? Yep, around 42,000. I'm looking for the edge to edge trade to play out eventually. So that will trigger now. That will trigger on the close above the Tenkin, on the blue Tenkin.
Which comes in at around $28,200. You guys can just sort of bring that up on your chart. But right now, guys, this is a zone of, this is like Sean mentioned, no trade zone. Just to show you where the daily closed. Now we can wrap up with this actually, because you guys technically have, well, that level that we're looking at to the upside, that we're looking for Bitcoin to take out in order for it to be a good long position to be had. Watch the 4-day Tenkin for that. Okay, yeah. 4-day Tenkin is going to be important. It's a pivotal point because it's also going to break this beautiful pattern, right? That we're still very much within, right? Everything sort of lines up on that level. Everything lines up on that level for the next bullish trade setup. All right, always try and grab those high probability trade setups, and that is going to be the one to the upside. All right, to the downside, like you guys know my criteria. And check this out, Sean. I think you're right. There's a lot of price is getting absorbed here. Look at this price action over the past 3 days, guys. This is 3 days worth of price action, right? We're holding that support to the downside, coming in at 26.2K, Bollinger Band mid. Okay, as well as we're holding resistance to the upside, which is the 26.5K region. Remember that FVG, right? We're looking for price to either make a decision in this very, very narrow zone. And as soon as we have the decision on the week close, that's going to be the major tell. That's going to be the major tell. Okay, so if you guys want to note down these numbers, please go ahead and do so. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up the analysis for today, Sean. Is there anything else that you want to tell them before we wrap up for the weekend?
Nope. Just keep it simple, guys. Wait for the triggers. You either wait to buy lower or wait to buy higher. But in regards to buying in this zone, I'm not too sure about that. Over here, I'm not comfortable. Higher or lower.
There we go. So now with this, guys, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button. If there's anything else that you're seeing on the chart that perhaps we are missing, let us know in the comment section below, and we will see you on the Monday open. It's going to be a fun one because we'll be heading into, well, the CPI read as well as FOMC. We'll see you guys then. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.